Welcome, everybody, to the 13th episode of Master Mike's Wrestling Paradise. This is your host, Master Mike Busting Ambrose. And I want to talk about the news of the week in the wrestling world. In WWE, we got a new champion. Big E is the new WWE champion after cashing in on Bobby Lashley on Raw, and I'm very happy about it. Like I said before, I think it was time for a change at the top on Raw, and Big E definitely provides that. Looks like he's going to be feuding with Roman Reigns. Well, working with him in Survivor Series. This Friday, we have a 6-man tag with New Day reunited. For the first time in a while, they're going to be teaming up against the Bloodline. And, like I said, Survivor Series, we get Roman Reigns versus Big E. Before I get to Roman Reigns and SmackDown, I was about the new NXT 2.0. We saw a lot of new faces, a new set. It reminded me a lot like how WCW used to do their shows back in the 90s on TBS, early 90s. When they were at center stage and they would have, like, the fans out there. This was all the way around, but had that same kind of vibe to it, which I like, because I like the WCW stuff. And I thought that was pretty cool. They got a lot of new talent. Bron Breakker, who is the son of Rick Steiner. And we all know Steiner Brothers, one of the greatest teams of all time. One of my top 5 teams of all time, no question about it. Just tremendous talent, amateur background, and the way they do suplexes and power moves like none of us can do. But he's going by Bron Breakker. He was going by Rex Steiner, it looked like, but now he's going by Bron Breakker. Doesn't really matter. I think he's got a lot of potential. Incredible potential. Looks like he's going to be feuding with the new champion, Tommaso Ciampa, who won a 4-way because Samoa Joe relinquished the title, and he beat LA Knight, Pete Dunne, and Kyle O'Reilly in the match. We also saw the name of official. Well, we've seen him before, but we saw him in 6-person tag match for the first time. Toxic Attraction, which is Mandy Rose, Gigi Dolan, and JC Jane. And they beat Saray, Casey Catanzaro, and Kaden Carter. It was a good match for what it was, and they're establishing that they're the new group. Mandy Rose made her hair brown. I think she looks great. She looks great no matter what hair color. And looks like they're going to be a focal point of the show. We also had a guy named Von Wagoner, whose real name is Cal Bloom, son of Wayne Bloom, who went by Bo Beverly in, I think it was Blake Beverly. Bo, I gotta check that. He's one of the Beverly brothers. I think it was Bo. It was Bo Beverly. And, the Beverly brothers were actually an underrated team. They did some free fun moves. They had a cool theme song. They were actually better in the AWA, where they actually were the tag team champions, called the Destruction Crew. That was when the AWA was in its dying days, so they don't like to talk about that too much. Though AWA and their prime was a really great promotion. You gotta give them credit for that. We also had on the show the Creed brothers, who I think are a really good tag team. They're a lot like a young Steiner brothers, kind of. They're two brothers, Brutus and Julius. And they both have amateur, but they're both physical. They both very out there, animated, pretty cool. Do a lot of those moves. Come off like real badasses. They're part of the Diamond Mine with Roderick Strong, Hideki Suzuki, and the newest member, Evie Nile, who's a young lady. She's part of that group. Blonde chick, blonde girl, young woman, sorry. And she was on the Titan Games, and I think she was trained by one of the preachers, I don't know. She was trained by Kane in Tennessee, I believe. Going on to be on SmackDown, like I was talking about, Roman Reigns. Looks like he's going to be taking on the Demon Finn Balor at Extreme Rules. And then, Crown Jewel in Saudi Arabia, he's going to be fighting Brock Lesnar, which they're giving this match away in front of, I know it's a big crowd at Saudi Arabia. I get why they do it, because they're getting paid a lot of money to that show, and it's going to be a big stadium. But it's going to be early in the morning here when they do it. It's going to be like 10 o'clock in the morning, 11 o'clock, I have no idea. So it's going to be early in the morning when they air the show here. So, it's on PCAX, so they'll probably get, like, the replays of it, but the live numbers people watching it might not be as high, so I don't know, I'd save it for a bigger event like the Rumble or WrestleMania even. I don't even know what they're doing for WrestleMania in April this year. No, it's 2 days and they're in Dallas, but we don't know yet what the main event's going to be. We'll probably figure that, get there in like the top of New Year. We're in 2021, we haven't got to 2022 yet. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it there. On AEW this week, we saw Adam Cole's debut, and he beat Frankie Kazarian in a good match. He got a loud reaction, a great reaction by the Newark fans, and that was quite a debut from him. He's part Talk about him and the Young Bucks, the Super Click, are going to take on Christian and the Jurassic Express on the Rampage show at Arthur Ashe Stadium. Which leads me to my next topic, the Omega versus Danielson they're doing right out of the gate. Non-title, but it's going to be on Dynamite this week from Arthur Ashe Stadium in Queens, their big New York debut. I mean, a lot of people are making a big thing about, people are criticizing WWE for giving away match, but AEW does it. It kind of makes no sense. I mean, they both want to do their best shows. AEW's not even being criticized, but they're doing what WWE. They're both going to give away big shows because it's a ratings war, and the ratings, not the ratings war, but ratings bring a lot of money and TV revenue. So they're going to try to put on the best show they can. And I think sometimes the AEW fans, some, not all, a good amount, they take things too sensitive. Like if you disagree with a certain aspect of the show, they can get on you. Not all, but good amount. I'm not offended. If anyone would be a fan of something like that, go right ahead. I'm a fan of all stuff in each company. All companies around the world, there's great stuff, there's bad stuff in each company. No company is totally perfect. And also, we have CM Punk on his AEW TV debut, because he wrestled on the pay-per-view, but his national AEW TV match will be Punk versus Powerhouse Hobbs, who's part of Team Tabs. They set it up where they powerbomb Punk through the announce table. And for some reason, Hook has become like a cult thing online. Hook is Taz's son. And they always talk about, brag about like he's going to be this next second coming big star. And I don't know if it's a rib or what, but they're like, everybody talks about Hobbs. No, I mean Hook. Sorry. They go, here's Hook. Tad's like, here's Hook. Like, we know he's his son and he's part of the team, but Hook's like, I don't know. It's, I mean, God forbid they try to touch on it. I don't know if this is in response, it could be, response to Dominic Mysterio getting on TV a lot, and maybe that's why they put on, because, I don't know, because, like, Dominic Mysterio got a tag team title, so, and they were trying to do stuff with him for a while. Personally, I love Rey Mysterio, but I don't see it yet with Dominic. I don't see it. Maybe he'll show me something, but I don't see it with him either. And before I get going, it's 12:20 right here in Eastern Time. We got the Patriots and Jets coming up at 1 o'clock. Let's hope the Patriots get a win for the first game of the first win of the season. It's the second week. Mac Jones is starter. Let's hope he gets his first win as a starter for the New England Patriots. Of course, they lost last week in a very close game, 17-16 to Miami Dolphins, where he handed off and they fumbled. I think maybe Jones had a chance if he had thrown up in the air and just took a shake. He had a good game. For his first game, I thought he did really well. The first rookie to start since Drew Bledsoe, because Brady didn't start his first year. He started his second year. So the first rookie to start since Drew Bledsoe. And Bledsoe had a good career. I know I get on Bledsoe at times, but he was good for what he was. I mean, he was a really good quarterback. Really good quarterback. He just wasn't that guy to take to the next level like Brady did. That's all I'm going to say right now. I got to head out now. I'll be back in a day or two, recapping stuff that we see in the next few days. We're headed out. We kind of have, Extreme Rules are coming up in a few weeks. Of course, we got Raw this week, and the big Arthur Ashe shows and AEW, SmackDown, and New York NXT 2.0. We also have MLWs coming back in action, which I like MLW. I think they're a great alternative. They got their big show on October 2nd in Philly Fightland, which I'll be talking about. And we also have the G1 going on in New Japan, and some surprises showing up. Yujiro Takahashi beat Kota Ibushi, which was a shock. Heard Shingo Takagi and Ishii had a great match. I hope to check that out if I can. They usually have great matches. Ishii's still going strong at 46 years old. He's still competing at a high level. Oh, speaking of which, Minoru Suzuki and Lance Archer are going to fight Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston at the Rampage show this Friday night. So, that'll be a big match because Suzuki and Moxley have like a rivalry going on. And Lance Archer is part of Suzuki Goon with Suzuki. And it's Eddie Kingston who's from that area, so we'll get a great response. Alright. I'll take care now. Have a good night, everybody. Have a good day, everybody. Take care. Go Pats.